welcome back to another video, guys. So I'm going to mix things up a bit on this video. It's going to be a couple of things on both cars, I think. I just got a bit dizzy. So I've got to move the VN out so I can get the EVO out so we can do some seat work on this EVO. Now I'm going to have to pre-apologise if this is a bit low quality off this camera. My other GoPro is charging. All my batteries are dead, so I've had to use a Hero 4, unfortunately. So sorry if it looks like shit. Now I'm going to have to drive this out in no seat. Being already very small, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. I need a new house with a bigger garage. That was a challenge. So I'm going to, Jesus Christ. So I'm going to insert here why the seat is not in this car. Now, one thing that I unfortunately noticed the last time I drove this car last week was a couple of threads have come out here and it's popped out from behind the seatbelt hole. So I'm going to quickly whip this chair out and take it to the trimmers before it gets any worse, and then I start fucking hating life. And there you go, there's a better look at it. So, I don't want to touch it too much. I'm going to make it worse. I'll leave it to someone who knows what the hell they're doing. So yeah, as you just saw, this seat had a bit of a tear in it, or it's come apart from behind. So I had the trimmer fix this. Came out perfect, very, very cheap. Now I can pop this back in the car and drive it again. Try not to damage anything. Now another thing I needed to do on the EVO quickly is when I had the interior out last EVO video, I noticed that these, as you can see, are broken. So you're supposed to be able to pull these, and these are supposed to stay in there, but both sides, these tabs are broken off. So I got two brand new ones. Oh, where the hell did the other one go? Alright, found it. So I got these brand new ones from Mitsubishi, very cheap, which was good. So we'll chuck them on. That's better. Now the seat should clip in properly. That's what I want to hear. Go. I think I really need to give the interior of this car another once over with the steam cleaner. Now I'll be completely honest with everyone, when I bought this car, the whole point was to flip it. I got it at a really good price, and they've gone up, since buying this car mid this year, these things have gone up anywhere between 5 to 10 grand. So that's what I wanted to do, keep it for maybe 12 months and then sell it, but I've fallen completely head over heels for this car, so I think it's going to stay a lot longer. I've just ordered as well all these, brand new from Mitsubishi, these outer trims. These, they wanted like 300 bucks each, so I think I'll give them a miss and hopefully find some good second-hand ones. Anyway, now onto the VN. So something I managed to do a few episodes ago when trying to adjust my rear Venetian is, as with most VN VPs, I broke this trim. Well, I broke all the clips anyway. So this goes above your rear window, and they are very, very prone to breaking all the clips. Now, a company does these replacement clips, and what you do is you just break the remainder off and sort of sand it flat if you can, and then these new clips you glue and they slot onto these little tabs on the side so that they locate. Now one thing you need to make sure, now that I'm looking at it, is because this trim curves, the two end ones need to sit on a slight angle. So if you'll notice, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but that's a left one and that's a normal side one. And you'll see this edge has a curve on it. So you've got one left, one right, and then 3 centers. Now I managed to retain one end one, so I might leave that. And I'm gonna try and replace the ones that are left, and we'll see how good these clips work. Because you can actually buy these trims new, but it's 4 times what these cost. So I'm gonna give these clips a go. Now the best thing to sand these down with, because this is plastic, is if you have some really rough emery paper, to just go over it with that to get it flat. And after a lot of sanding, this is what you'll end up with. So make sure you have the right ones for the right side, or else they won't clip in. So now with a dab of glue, and let it dry. And that's it, so we'll let these dry and then see how well they work and how well they line up. Alright, so it's been about 25 minutes, so we'll see how good this all lines up. Jesus. God damn, they take some force to get in, because they're a lot bigger than the standard clips. Fucking hell. I like getting break that trim. Alright, so they work, but now a new problem. One of these spot welds on the rear Venetian has decided to come unstuck, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Yeah, fits up really good, nice and tight. But just be careful when pushing it in, because it takes a lot of force. So you could break the trim in half. Happy. Do you ever just really feel like doing something to your car, but there's nothing really to do at that time? Well, that's how I feel right now once I've got home from work. So what I'm going to do to the Evo today is, these have been like this since I got the car. And I've been too lazy to pull them off and paint them, so I'm going to do that now. And I noticed today when I took this car to work that it sits a little higher in the front than it does in the back. So I'm going to lower the front maybe about 10 mil. Because I want to drive this car pretty hard in the hills, so I do need a little bit of guard gap. But this is just ridiculous. My mum's Mazda 3 is lower than this. And I have to say a massive thank you to everyone from last video where I said we need to get some comments rolling. That video on the VN now has 839 comments currently. Now, I try my very, very hardest to reply to every single comment. This was very hard though. If I missed you, I'm sorry, it's not on purpose. It's just, like, that video went crazy with comments. So thank you very much, everybody. All right, no point showing you taking wipers off. That's not very interesting. But here at Chris's Paint and Panels, AKA the backyard and the clothesline, I'm gonna quickly just hit these because I gave them a quick sand, so there's a bit of bare metal. So I'll hit it with a bit of etch primer, and then while that dries, we'll go lower the front of the Evo. So super simple with adjustable coilovers in this car. All you got to do is, now a lot of people make the mistake of just dropping the spring here by these collars, but that actually changes your preload on the spring and makes them uncaptive. Now this has a helper springs, which helps it stay captive. Now what you want to do is loosen off this bottom collar and slide the whole shock down into the body right here, which in turn, it lifts this whole assembly up, in turn lowering it. Best thing to do, probably do a texture mark on the thread and then count your turns so you can match the other side. Three, 4. And then all you want to do is lock the bottom collar again so that it doesn't spin. And then just match the other side. That's it, 4 turns. Simple as that. Definitely a difference. Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Lowered about 10 mil, I reckon. You probably wouldn't even be able to tell, but I can. Yep. Happy with that. Anyway, now back to the wipers. So exciting. Alright, wipers all done. Inserts put back in. Look a shitload better than what they did before. Let's put them back in. And there we go. Something so small and simple. It's all these little things that make the biggest differences, I think. Anyway guys, I think that'll be it for this one. Nothing too exciting, just a few cleanup things on both cars. I was thinking next video of getting my girlfriend to drive the VN and get her thoughts on it. She's driven every car, so we'll see how she goes with the VN. We'll just end this off with me ordering my lettuce here. See you guys next video.